Microservice Mastery, unlocking the power of design patterns. Hey everyone, Lenin here, and welcome. Microservices, they're everywhere, breaking down monolithic applications into smaller, more manageable pieces. But with great modularity comes, well, a whole new set of challenges. That's where design patterns come in, like blueprints for building robust and scalable microservice architectures. In this video, we'll explore 10 essential patterns that can help you build robust, scalable, and maintainable systems. We're talking about things like API gateways, service discovery, circuit breakers, and more. Whether you're just starting out with microservices or you're a seasoned veteran, this video will equip you with the knowledge to design and implement successful microservice-based solutions. So grab your notebooks, let's dive in. API Gateway, your microservices front door. Imagine a bustling city with countless services and businesses, each with its own address. It would be chaos trying to navigate, right? That's where an API gateway comes in, acting as a single entry point, a grand central station for all client requests. It routes requests to the appropriate microservices, ensuring smooth traffic flow. Plus, it handles essential tasks like authentication and rate limiting, keeping things secure and preventing overload. Think of it as a concierge, managing access, providing directions, and ensuring everything runs smoothly. This simplifies client interactions, abstracting away the complexity of your microservice ecosystem. By centralizing cross-cutting concerns like security and monitoring, the API Gateway becomes a powerful tool for managing and securing your microservice architecture. Now that's what I call organization. Service discovery. Finding your way in the microservice maze. In the bustling world of microservices, services are constantly being created, deployed, and scaled. So how do they find each other? That's where service discovery steps in. It's like a dynamic phone book for your microservices. Services register themselves with a central registry, providing their location and other relevant information. Clients, in turn, can query this registry to discover and connect to the services they need. This dynamic registration and discovery process enables seamless scaling and flexibility. New instances of a service can be added or removed without disrupting clients. Service discovery eliminates the need for hard-coded service locations, making your system more adaptable and resilient to change. It's like having a GPS for your microservices, always guiding them to their destination. Circuit breaker, preventing cascading failures. We've all experienced the frustration of a website crashing because one small component failed. In a microservice architecture, this can quickly cascade, taking down multiple services like dominoes. Enter the circuit breaker pattern, a safety net for your system. It acts as a watchful guardian, monitoring calls between services. If a service experiences repeated failures, the circuit breaker trips, preventing further requests and isolating the problem. Instead of bombarding the failing service, clients receive a fallback response, gracefully handling the failure. This prevents cascading failures and gives the troubled service time to recover. The circuit breaker pattern enhances the resilience and stability of your microservice architecture, ensuring that a single failure doesn't bring down the entire system, because even the most robust systems need a little protection. Chapter 4. Event sourcing, capturing the flow of change. Imagine trying to understand a complex event like a historical battle by only looking at the final outcome. You'd miss all the crucial details, the twists and turns that led to that point. Event sourcing takes a different approach. Instead of just storing the current state of an entity, it records every event that changes that state. Think of it like a detailed logbook, capturing every action and decision. This event log becomes a valuable source of truth, allowing you to replay events, rewind to a previous state, or even analyze trends over time. It's incredibly useful for auditing, debugging, and understanding how your system evolves. Event sourcing provides a comprehensive and auditable history of your data, enabling powerful insights and flexible data management capabilities. It's like having a time machine for your microservices. Chapter 5. CQRS. Separating the readers from the writers. In a busy library, you wouldn't have the same line for borrowing and returning books, right? That's the idea behind CQRS, or Command Query Responsibility Segregation. It's about separating read and write operations for better performance and scalability. Think of it as having dedicated lanes for different types of traffic. The command model handles all the write operations, like updating data, while the query model focuses solely on reading data. This separation allows you to optimize each model independently. You can scale your read operations for high-performance queries without affecting the write side. CQRS brings efficiency and flexibility to your microservice architecture, ensuring smooth and responsive operations even under heavy load. It's like having a well-organized library for your microservices. Chapter 6. Database per service, giving your data some breathing room. Imagine a shared kitchen where everyone uses the same pots, pans, and ingredients. It would be chaotic and prone to conflicts, right? In the world of microservices, sharing a database can lead to similar problems. That's where the database per service pattern comes in. It advocates for giving each microservice its own dedicated database. This ensures loose coupling between services, as they no longer rely on a single shared data store. Each service can choose the database technology that best suits its needs and scale independently without affecting others. This also enforces data encapsulation, meaning each service is responsible for its own data, promoting modularity and maintainability. The database per service pattern fosters autonomy, flexibility, and scalability within your microservice architecture, ensuring your data is well organized and easily managed. Chapter 7, Saga, Orchestrating Distributed Transactions. Imagine trying to coordinate a complex dance routine involving dancers from different schools, each with their own choreography. That's the challenge of managing distributed transactions across multiple microservices. The Saga pattern comes to the rescue, breaking down these complex transactions into a series of smaller, manageable steps. Each step is handled by a specific service. If one step fails, the Saga orchestrates compensating transactions to undo any previous actions, ensuring data consistency. Think of it as a choreographer, ensuring that even if one dancer missteps, the entire routine remains synchronized. The Saga pattern ensures data consistency in a distributed system, even in the face of failures, making your microservice architecture robust and reliable. Chapter 8. Sidecar, your microservice's trusty companion. Think of a sidecar motorcycle attached to a larger bike. It provides additional functionality and support without altering the core design. The sidecar pattern in microservices works similarly. It involves deploying a helper service, the sidecar, alongside your main microservice. This sidecar handles tasks like logging, monitoring, and configuration, freeing your microservice to focus on its core business logic. It's like having a personal assistant for your microservice, taking care of the tedious but essential tasks. This simplifies your microservice code base and makes it easier to manage infrastructure concerns. The sidecar pattern promotes clean architecture, separation of concerns, and easier management of cross-cutting concerns in your microservice ecosystem. Chapter 9. Strangler, fig out with the old, in with the new. Imagine a fig tree slowly growing around a host tree, eventually replacing it entirely. The strangler fig pattern takes inspiration from this natural phenomenon, providing a strategy for gradually migrating from a legacy monolithic system to a microservice architecture. Instead of a risky Big Bang rewrite, you incrementally replace parts of the legacy system with new microservices. Over time, the new services strangle the old system, taking over its functionality until it's completely replaced. This approach reduces risk, allows for continuous delivery, and minimizes disruption to the existing system. It's like carefully transplanting a plant, ensuring its survival and growth in a new environment. The strangler fig pattern offers a controlled and iterative way to modernize your legacy applications, paving the way for a more agile and scalable future with microservices. Chapter 10. Bulkhead, containing the damage. Imagine a ship with separate compartments. If one compartment floods, the others remain sealed, preventing the entire ship from sinking. The bulkhead pattern applies this principle to microservice architectures, isolating resources to contain failures. Each service, or even parts of a service, can have its own dedicated resources, like database connections or thread pools. This limits the impact of a failure. If one service encounters issues, it won't consume all available resources, preventing cascading failures and keeping the rest of the system operational. It's like having safety measures in place to minimize damage and ensure the overall stability of your microservice ecosystem. The bulkhead pattern enhances the fault tolerance and resilience of your system, ensuring that a single failure doesn't bring down the entire ship. And there you have it, 10 powerful design patterns that can help you build truly exceptional microservice architectures. Remember, these patterns aren't one-size-fits-all solutions. The key is to understand the strengths of each pattern and apply them strategically to address the specific needs and challenges of your system. Thanks for watching. We hope you found this guide on microservice design patterns helpful. Now you're well on your way to mastering the art of building robust, scalable, and maintainable microservice-based applications. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more insightful content. We'll see you in the next video.